We needed tickets. You can't get them. You know who has the tickets for the, I'm talking about to the television audience? Donors, special interest, the people that are putting up the money. So it is. And where people compete, free enterprise, they compete so much better.
He attacks the audience, and yet all the latest polls have Donald Trump holding a definitive lead, a double-digit lead over his Republican rivals here in New Hampshire. His popularity may be due to moments like that. Former Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown has endorsed Trump, saying he is a genuine Washington outsider. How did he think this candidate, his candidate, did last night? Senator Brown joins us now. I thought that was a remarkable moment. The crowd boos him. That's the nightmare for everybody on stage. The crowd's going to boo you. He goes right back at them and accuses them of being lobbyists and donors. Did it work? Well,
he's absolutely right. I was actually in the green room with a student from St. Anselm's, and they said they didn't get any tickets. They held this phony lottery. The student body is irate, and it's true, whether it translates into actual votes. And that's what, quite frankly, people like about him, is that he goes after the sacred cows in a whole host of areas. That's why I like him, because he is that independent guy, and he can shake things up, shake that establishment up. I think there's no one better with the opportunity to actually do that.
Well, the donor class hates him, as you know. I mean, sincerely hates him. And so they really kind of swung, or they were swinging behind Marco Rubio, who was conservative, but they felt a safer choice.
Sure.
After last night, do you think his support among Republican donors and the intellectual class in Washington will be weakened?
I think they're taking a check, like break. Okay, we have to just kind of wait a little bit longer, because I thought Chris's cross-examination was brilliant, and it really, one time, okay, two times, but repeating it 3 times and more throughout the evening, it really showed a weak link in Marco's armor. I think he's soft and has trouble on the immigration and on the repetitiveness and accomplishment issue, but he's a wonderful guy, and any one of these candidates would make a better president than Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders.
Of course.
Without even blinking.
I agree with that, and Rubio is so talented.
He's a great guy.
But that moment where Senator Rubio was talking about sanctions against Hezbollah, and it's something he's talked about an awful lot, and all of a sudden Christie says, you weren't even there for the vote. That's not leadership, it's truancy. Who do you think, I mean, that was clearly a hard moment for Rubio, but did it make Christie look mean?
Listen, that's Chris Christie. You know him. I mean, he's from New Jersey. He's a prosecutor. He's very direct. If you either really like him or you don't. He's very direct, and I wasn't bothered by it at all, because I'm pretty direct. I say what I feel, and sometimes it gets you in trouble. No, I thought he needs to shine. I thought the governors actually were very solid. Out of that, probably Kasich, Christie, Bush in that order, but they, I think, did well and better probably than the other candidates. I thought Trump didn't hurt himself at all. He was very reserved and kind of more dignified and presidential throughout most of the debate. And I thought Ben Carson with Cruz, if in fact it was any one of the other candidates, it would have ripped Cruz's throat out for what he did in Iowa. And the reason Trump brought that up is because he wants to remind people in New Hampshire and South Carolina that, in fact, he's just a politician. He's just like those Washington people he's criticizing, that he'll do the dirty tricks. So it's going to be fascinating Tuesday.
And the audience probably was South Carolina, because I think most people are assuming, maybe incorrectly, that Cruz is not making a serious play for second place in this state.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to finish second place. I thought Marco was going to finish second, but if in fact this permeates the whole 3 times repeating and some of the questions of experience, I think probably Kasich has a stronger case, and then Governor Christie as well, because they spent so much time here. I mean, 70 days, over 100 town halls. They're very focused.
They're lucky. It's a beautiful state. Senator, it's great to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Tucker.
We'll hold you accountable for your predictions.
All right, thank you.
Well,